Hi, my name is Quinlynn McCarthy, and I'd like to read you a story. Once upon a time, there was a prosperous kingdom. All was well until the king tragically and mysteriously died. The king's wicked brother claimed the throne as his own and the queen as his wife. Soon, the kingdom fell to ruin. The young prince felt lost and heartbroken. Then one night, the king's ghost appeared to the prince. He urged the prince to right a great wrong. The king had been murdered by his brother. The crown rightfully belonged to the prince. The prince faced his evil uncle and avenged his father's death. The truth was revealed and the kingdom restored. But did they live happily ever after? Well, that depends on the version of the story that you're told. In William Shakespeare's tragedy Hamlet, Prince Hamlet questions whether his father's ghost is even real. He struggles with his morality, his sanity, and his very will to live.
To be or not to be?
His stalwart quest for revenge results in not only the death of wicked Uncle Claudius, but, spoiler alert, Hamlet's demise and the death of everyone he loves. I said it was a tragedy.
Well, what did you expect? A happy ending?
In Disney's animated feature, The Lion King, Prince Simba is convinced by his uncle Scar that he is responsible for King Mufasa's death.
What am I gonna do?
Run away, Simba. Run away and never return.
Simba flees to the jungle, where he meets two friends that teach him their laissez-faire philosophy. He grows up and forgets the royal life. Much later, Mufasa's spirit appears to Simba and urges,
"Remember who you are. You are my son, and the one true king."
Simba returns to the ruined kingdom, learns the truth of his father's death.
I killed Mufasa.
He throws Scar to the hyenas, reclaims the kingdom, gets the girl, and everyone lives happily ever after. So, are Hamlet and Lion King the same story? A king is murdered by his brother, his ghost appears to his son, and the young prince avenges his death. No, of course not, because Hamlet and Simba take different character journeys. So how do you define a character, and what's the relationship to story? My favorite explanation comes from Robert McKee in his book Story. True character is revealed in the choices a human being makes under pressure. The greater the pressure, the deeper the revelation, the truer the choice to the character's essential nature. For example, Hamlet is 30 years old, he's an only child, he writes plays and poetry, he's an expert swordsman, and of course, he's Prince of Denmark. But that's Hamlet's characterization, his observable qualities according to McKee, not his character. When Ophelia presents Hamlet with the love poems she found in her room, does he claim them? Does he risk revealing he isn't insane to reassure Ophelia that he still loves her?
Go thy ways to a nunnery.
Nope. How about Simba? When Nala asks him to claim his throne and restore the kingdom, does he immediately rescue his family from Scar?
Nala, we've been through this. I'm not the king. Scar is.
So, Hamlet and Simba are both selfish characters. Why then does the lion get the happy ending? Victoria Lynn Schmidt writes extensively on character journeys in her book 45 Master Characters. According to Schmidt, Hamlet is the recluse archetype, solitary, philosophical, withdrawn, and pessimistic. This archetype's biggest obstacle is his inability to relate to people. When Ophelia confronts him with the poems, Hamlet must choose between his mission and Ophelia's well-being. Because Hamlet refuses to put others' needs ahead of his own, he rejects the lesson of his archetype, and he's set on the path to a tragic ending. Simba, on the other hand, embodies the fool archetype, adventurous, playful, impulsive, and reckless. This archetype needs to learn responsibility. Specifically, he must learn to respect the authority of the king, or he'll suffer the consequences. Because Simba returns to the kingdom, he accepts the responsibilities of king, grows as a character, and is rewarded with his happy ending. With the current influx of sequels, remakes, and reboots, you might think that every story's been told. But that's the beauty of character. Though Hamlet and the Lion King have similar plot points, they have vastly different protagonists, and thus they tell different stories. Like music notes, there are endless combinations of characters and plots.